Biggest fan. Good morning.
Good morning.
You know, when she asks us practitioners to raise our hands, I look around and there's a lot of us here, and I'm thinking, why doesn't everybody raise their hand? Because aren't we all? I mean, we create every single day of our lives, all of us, and that's part of the treatment practitioner process. So next time, everybody raise their hands. Okay?
Good idea.
My husband and I were discussing the creative process last week. He does a lot of creative writing, and he felt that the well had kind of run dry on his ideas. And we were considering various means to prime the pump, so to speak. And I had suggested a couple of books. Well, after reading one of them, he said, "Geez, I didn't know I had so many things wrong with me." Now, I'm a very wise woman. I would not go near that one. He was laughing, however. He said that the book was suggesting that he make a list of all the things he'd like changed in his life, and then next to the list, write the affirmation that might change the situation for him. And I said, well, that sounds reasonable to me. And he said, well, the problem is that if I even write just one tiny little affirmation, I'd be here all day long. His list was pretty long. He was still laughing, however. But sometimes it doesn't feel very funny. We all have those times when we're overwhelmed by a lot of different things kind of out of kilter in our lives, and they're all happening all at the same time. And I don't know. How do we get a handle on it all? Well, the answer is we don't. It's God's job. Our job is to just get into alignment with who we truly are, which is one with God. But often that's even easier said than done. The feeling of oneness with God isn't automatic. If it were, none of us would ever have anything wrong, or the feeling of anything wrong. But unity, oneness, is accessible. Actually, we're already so one with God that we're like extensions of God. We have all the attributes of God at whatever level we allow ourselves to realize it. If God is pure love, then so are we at some point of our awareness. If God is infinite abundance, so are we, to the extent that we can understand it. If God is perfect health, so are we, when we accept it. It all boils down to what we allow ourselves to accept. Now, I don't do affirmations very well, because when I'm trying to think of the wording in that positive space to counteract the thing that is going wrong, in my mind they kind of offset each other, and it comes out at zero. But I have found one affirmation that does really work for me, and that is the affirmation of joy. When I affirm and truly believe that Spirit is working in me, as me, every single day to bring me unlimited joy, then things just continue to get better in every way. The reason joy works is because you really can't be joyous if you have more bills than income. You really can't be joyous when your body aches, and you aren't joyous if you are lonely. So affirming joy is a simple way to fix anything and everything that's out of alignment in your life. When I wake up in the morning, I go immediately to the thought that God, as my creator, is pulsing joy through every cell in my body, vibrating joy through everything I say and do all day long. And then I remind myself of this occasionally during the day. Believe me, life just gets better. It has to. God always listens, and Linda, God always says
Yes.
yes. Then, if you were to go to some individual desire, like dancing till dawn in a vibrant body and then driving home in your brand new BMW, go for it. God listens to those thoughts too. God listens to all thoughts. Choose the good ones. Thank you.